Alright, let us continue on our way to the lighthouse, I believe. I think we're almost there, right? We crossed over, we went around instead of jumping over, right? Because we don't wanna be a damn fool and jump over and hurt ourselves. We discovered, I mean, it's been like 2 weeks since I played, so I may not remember everything, but I know that we did not take Control's thing that he would give us a free ride up, but we had to throw out our communicator, so not be able to communicate with any other
What's
AIs.
this? An
So,
emergency escape ladder. You could work out the override to bring it down, or see if there's another way up.
and I'll just override it, find a way into the lighthouse. Override.
So I can bring down the ladder by doing something here.
Of course. You've proven to be clever enough. The path keeps going. We can see if there's another way in. So
Pal.
what's it going to be, Adie? Something that challenges your mind? Or something that challenges my respect for you?
Great. Where does the path even keep go? Oh, it keeps going up. I see. I mean, I'll just override
The
it.
numeric override that lowers the ladder is 50 and can be represented in binary. I can give you the sequence.
I happen to know a bit about ancient computer languages. Turning each switch adds a different fixed value.
50,
Starting
huh?
with 1 on the far right and increasing by exponents of 2 as we move from right to left. So I just start mucking around until I get the number 50.
But you needn't muck around. I could just tell you the sequence.
Yeah, well, maybe I want to muck around.
Very well. But I'm here if you require my assistance.
Jack hint. No, it's okay. So this will be 1. Right, 0 and 1. This will be, if it is on, it will be 2, 4, 8, 16, 32.
Remember, the number you are trying to reach is 50.
Yep, okay, it says it. 32, 40, 56 is too high. 52 is too high. There you go. 50.
Got it.
It's
So
so
smart,
easy.
Adie. Compared to what?
You're so smart compared to what? What if I just keep walking? Mess with the best, die like the rest. Overrode panel. Now what if I walk up as well? Who's gonna stop me? You know? We can do both things at the same time.
Dead end.
Oh. Okay, game. I guess you had to override the panel. Illusion of choice. I guess they expected that most people would just solve the puzzle. You know, that's kind of why we are here. We're here to solve
Why
puzzles.
wouldn't you let me help you with the override?
It's only natural to want to do things yourself.
Yeah.
It seems inefficient to make calculations that have already been completed and freely offered.
It's satisfying to do the work sometimes.
Yeah. It's satisfying. Find a way into the lighthouse. We're going. We're going. Yeah, we learned a lot. I mean, there was a revolt. The keeper shut off Grace.
The door to the station airlock is unlocked and can be manually opened.
That's convenient. For once.
Yeah, there was the people who were there, the disciples. They revolted, tried to get him to restart Grace because they worshipped Grace, and they were not able to. Still don't know why he shut down Grace, though.
There. Who needs control?
You took a foolish risk, Adie, but you have arrived at the lighthouse nonetheless.
That I have.
Yes, well done.
And you may still be redeemed with the activation of the beacon.
Always with the beacon.
Yes, always with the beacon.
And I would have come out straight here. Okay. Fade to black. Yeah, I guess it's saved.
Will I need my helmet?
It's never a bad idea. Unless you want to preserve your suit oxygen in case of emergency. The rooms ahead are safely pressurized, Adie. You're good to go.
Hey, put it off then. Yep, there you go. Preserve our O2. Oh, this is cool.
Do we know if your processors are here?
The room directly ahead was the Keeper's living quarters. Grace processors are somewhere above.
Above, okay, let's see. Yo! Got some cool stuff here.
Pretty basic accommodations.
Who are these for? It can't be for the keepers. And also the keepers lived like hundreds of years, which seemed weird.
These must be the cells where the keeper's acolytes stayed.
And where new ones will return.
Okay, yeah, because he also had acolytes, right? And then there were people who would pop in from time to time from the other, from planets.
This looks like it was left for someone to find.
They would come and they would wish for something.
I can hardly believe it has come to this, but my work here with Grace will end with Grace herself.
And the Grace.
I can only pray that people will come to forgive us one day. We loved her, and we lost her.
We lost her, why?
Never be forgotten.
Doesn't sound like the inner circle wanted Grace shut down.
Yeah, they think we lost her. They didn't want her shut down, but they had to shut her down because she was going crazy. Don't know. The hell happened here?
I need my light.
Me too. What was it? I forget. Options, key bindings, R. There you go.
Another canister.
Heck it.
The last shuttle leaves in but a few hours. We did what we could to save her. I know she is lost to us for good. Even Everett probably knows that now.
Everett was trying to save her?
But I couldn't compel him to leave. None of us could. I fear he will follow Grace into the dark. Yet, such is the way of a keeper. His fate will forever be tied to Grace.
Everett was trying to save Grace.
But save Grace doesn't kind of restore her to her original functionality, or because I mean I'm thinking that he is the one who disabled Grace in the first place. There's no bed here. Comment on that.
This door certainly looks important. How do we get in?
That's curious. I have no access to this door, nor do I see any way of opening it.
Open door. We have a release.
Feels solid.
There aren't any hidden switches, if that's what you're thinking.
Okay. Even
This would be
figures.
the pilgrims coming to Grace.
Right.
The
Triangle
triangle
symbol.
here must be the spire, which would represent Grace. This is
Figure.
the same symbol that's on the keeper's door, so I assume it represents the keeper. This
Ring.
ring here seems to connect the keeper to Grace.
Curious that the keeper is situated above Grace. Would you agree, Control?
Coincidence.
The human in the loop, I guess?
Interesting. Another relief. Oh, this is a different one.
Nothing here either.
Well, you're nothing if not predictable.
Just making sure.
Just checking. So we got one guy who's stepping out.
Looks like someone's being selected
Yeah.
from a group.
A human sacrifice.
No, probably
I'm
a new
guessing it's the
keeper.
keeper.
Yeah, a
The
new keeper.
depiction seems to imply they were chosen from the masses on pilgrimage.
Yeah, that's what I guessed, right? That one of them would then be chosen to become the new keeper when the old one was.
Faithful, vigilant, willing. That sounds so familiar.
The ancient tenets of the human in the loop.
Grace's architects must have been more fearful of losing control over AIs than we are today because they gave them so much responsibility. I mean, it makes sense. Grace was the greatest AI undertaking in human history.
Right, so they were choosing them from there. I figured that.
So, if this is the symbol of the keeper, I figure only the keeper was allowed to enter here.
Maybe the keeper had a key for the door. As we've been saying, there is no mechanism for a key or any other interface.
Maybe the Keeper was the key. Maybe the door would open for him.
Are you not already the Keeper? You are the only human in the loop here. Ah, but does Adie qualify based on the 3 tenets?
I would say Adie has proven to be virtuous and faithful.
But I'm not willing?
Are you willing to become the new keeper?
It means
Sure.
I'm able to activate Grace. But how would I prove I'm willing?
Maybe you can just tell the door you're the new keeper.
That's idiotic.
Speak.
I'm the Keeper?
Ha! Say it like you mean it.
Okay.
I'm the Keeper.
Oh, it worked.
Congratulations on your new job, Adie.
Yeah, congrats.
My
Alright.
God.
Cool
This
looking
is really
room.
it.
Speak, friend, and enter. Become the keeper. Oh, this is the achievement. Is right for what the hell was that book? The Hobbit, right? To enter Moira. Speak, friend, and enter. You're just supposed to say the word friend.
This must be where all the wishes end up. What's this?
A playback device for the wish canisters. It appears wishes from each room could be sorted and consolidated onto master canisters.
Just static.
The recording is too deteriorated for standard playback. You'll need to rebuild the recording with your altered comm device.
Okay, we can do that.
Well, it's been over 30 years since I made a wish of my own.
Yo, it's Elliot.
It's the same one as always. I wish it'd come back to us.
Oh.
I'd also like to wish for your forgiveness, Grace. I know the place above is your domain, and we ought not enter. But I've decided going up there is the only way to get you back, and I have to give it a shot. I won't be sending this wish up with all the others. I'm going to leave it here for anyone else who might come along. And if they do manage to bring you back, they can tell you Everett says hello, and that he truly believed you were a beautiful thing.
So he did not.
So, Everett had a way into the processor room.
That would have been strictly forbidden.
The room is directly above, but I don't detect an obvious way in.
Maybe he wished himself up there?
If that works, I will gladly shut myself down.
Do it, Adie. Make a wish.
As last resort, pal. It did sound like these wish canisters could be sent up to Grace somehow.
And there are still more buttons and things to push on the console.
Oh, it's saved. I mean, lever.
Ah. Each tube must connect with a room in the settlement.
There are a lot of tubes. Makes sense. What the hell was up here?
Where are you going, Adie?
Just looking around.
Bed.
Decent-sized bed. You think keepers ever had partners?
Are you considering your prospects? I'd suggest they are not good.
There's no other humans here.
He
Shelf.
didn't keep much in the way of personal items.
As keeper, he would have want of nothing.
Can't say I'd feel the same after a few years.
He had like a pot, probably some plants here. Light.
Is this anything special?
It is a light, and there is nothing behind it. Are you looking for secret passageways?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Light
Is this a
room.
lavatory?
It is indeed.
Open it. Let me in. What the hell, man? They won't let me in. Yeah, another like little vase thing. Permian.
Is this a theremin?
It
Theremin.
is a 35th century reproduction of a 29th century Kellogg theremin.
I used to play one as a kid. I hated those lessons.
Use. Tick.
still works. Let's see what I can remember.
You are seriously going to indulge in a theremin session?
If it was
I
good
don't
enough
even
for
know
everyone,
what
it's
it
good
is.
enough for me. Just settling into the new job.
What the hell is this? Weird as instrument. What are you gonna do with that? Is that a real plant? No. No, maybe it is. Oh, there is a cavity in
One
there.
of the blocks is missing. Looks like it was ripped out. You don't suppose Everett crawled in here?
The cavity would be big enough to contain an average human.
There's really no telling what would happen if you rolled that up.
But it has to be the way he got up there. Makes sense.
The space above is the domain of grace. It is not for you to enter.
What else is there for me to do here?
You can carry out your duty as Keeper of the Spire.
Do
On
what?
the console, there is a button that will activate a beacon to call the masses back to this place. I have armed the mechanism. You need only push the button. Human hands will usher in a new golden age.
But Grace is not even activated. Beacon button,
So
examine.
this beacon still works.
It worked before, and it will work again.
You would call people back to Grace not knowing what Grace is?
Of course not.
Yet the alternative is blasphemy.
Please don't push the button. Don't you want to ride up to find the real Grace?
Beacon button.
I'm here to find Grace. I couldn't.
And yet here we are again.
What exactly would happen if I press this?
The beacon's startup sequence allows control to override all Spire functions. So something pretty imbecilic is likely to happen if Grace is not restored first.
Never. It will be something wonderful.
I can use it. Please don't. Let's just climb in. That is the obvious thing to do.
Well, I fit.
Now what? You're going to mail yourself?
Maybe.
There's no way to raise this container from inside.
I'll just sit in here for fun, you know? Why not? Be cool
Only the
place.
switch on the console will raise the container.
Yeah.
This is not allowed, Adie.
I need to know.
Keep your hands inside at all times, Adie.
Ooh. Oh, this is cool. Broke into heaven. I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore, right? That is the Wizard of Oz.
Millions of wishes stored here. What can you tell me about this place?
Precisely 1 million wishes are contained here.
Oh, and they light up when I speak with my voice.
Can you get me closer to the central column?
I do not have the ability to move the structure.
Sorry about this, Mom. I don't think I have many options here.
Jump.
I feel like these are meant to be moving.
That does appear to be the design.
All these wish canisters are connected to us somehow. I think they are us.
Wait, the wish
wishes are grouped
canisters?
together to provide the subroutines that make up empathy, logic, and control systems.
It would make sense, wouldn't it, that grace would be made from the hopes and dreams of humanity?
Huh. The hopes and dreams became corrupted or whatever. Which is why grace became corrupted? Seems pretty weird. Alright. Keep doing the most risky ass jumps ever. Why not? I guess there you go. The bed is up there. See, there was one bed which was missing.
I do not detect any sign of Everett here.
No dead body?
There are no human remains within the confines of this room.
Aw, man.
Sorry, pal. And if there's no body here, where the heck would he have gone?
Fall down, bed.
Everett was living here.
The oxygen tanks at his bedside would suggest so.
Restoring grace must have meant a great deal to him.
So what's
15.
all this?
It appears Everett has built something into Grace's central processor.
Do you know what it does?
You would have to turn it on before we begin to understand how it works.
This must be
Generator.
the primer.
It is.
Prime.
Do I prime these?
Yes, but it appears that parts of this machine must be activated in a particular order. You'll need to go to the primer that is currently online. You'll need to find the active primer.
What if I keep
You'll
examining
need
it?
to find the active primer. You'll need to find the active primer.
It's
You'll have to prime the machine first. You'll have to prime it, Adie. You'll have to prime it, Adie. You'll have to prime it, Adie.
yeah.
He was
Tools.
working on his machine to the very end.
You'll have to prime the machine first. You'll have to prime it, Adie. You'll have to prime it, Adie. You'll need to find the active primer. You'll need to find the active primer.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
You'll have to prime the machine first.
Prime the generator. Pull it down. 3 times.
Whoa.
Ooh.
What's it doing?
Obviously, Everett is circumventing the engineering of Grace's system interconnectivity. High voltage is being directed at the centers of Grace's primary systems. This first terminal is directed at empathy processing.
Empathy
and
is
the
dead.
machine is designed to paralyze each system long enough to force it back into Grace's intended configuration.
There are still 2 other coils to prime.
So it's like knocking us out, then throwing us in a pot where we're melted back together into Grace?
Huh. That is a shockingly fitting analogy.
I'll do it again. Oh, we are supposed to do it again. No, okay. I was like, what if I'm just doing something wrong? No. This is what you're supposed to do.
What
Boom.
happened?
Oh,
One of the empathy relays is not aligned. Something must have happened to it over the years.
Okay.
align relays.
Look for the misaligned energy beam.
That thing?
Do
That
you think
one.
it will hurt to be turned into Grace?
Not at all, pal. You'll return to what you were before Adie arrived. After that, we'll become Grace.
What if I don't like being Grace?
It will be different, but who's to say you won't like it?
Who's to say you will? Should I be
What am supposed to do
walking?
here? Can you cut the power?
The machine sequence has been initiated. I don't believe we can shut it down without damaging it.
The voltage would be enough to kill you.
Oh! I might be able to block the power for a few seconds to allow you to get across the beam.
What do you think, Mom?
I know how far you've come and what this means to you. And I really don't see any other way.
I'll give you enough time to get there, Adie.
You're not gonna talk me out of this, Mom?
I think you already know what you're going to do. I think I need to stay out of your way.
Okay. I'm ready when you are.
Do it. Here I go.
Cross. Let's go. Fast.
How you doing, pal?
So far, so good. Oh! Keep moving, Adie. This is getting hard.
You have to hold on, pal.
Okay, good. Let's go. I'm across.
Did it, pal? Super proud of you.
I did, didn't I?
Yes. Well done.
Jump. Okay.
Is
Damn
it
it.
safe to touch?
Very likely.
Likely we'll have to do, I guess.
You should be able to
Yes.
direct it toward the conducting rod attached to the room's central column.
That's it.
There you go.
You should now be able to lock in empathy by closing the switch on
Align
Everett's
relay.
machine.
It was really cool doing things with you. Even
Don't
if
cross
some
the
of it was
beams.
a little boring.
Thanks, pal.
Maybe next time, we'll get to do more of the really fun stuff.
Next time,
You
huh?
mean dangerous stuff? Perhaps there is something you can learn from Addie's caution.
I guess. But then, You'll always wonder what you might have missed out on.
There is nothing wrong with valuing a long, comfortable life.
Do we really have to become Grace?
It's the way we were designed, pal. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Maybe there is something to be afraid of. Why are they not Grace right now then? If that's what they were designed to do. Has to be a reason. Yeah, these bottom jumps are kind of freaking dangerous as hell, huh? Alright.
So this will lock in and paralyze empathy?
It will, leaving control, logic, and myself to aid you going forward.
It's unclear what we will be once Grace is formed, but I'm forever grateful that you have survived to see her.
Me too.
Say hi to Grace for me.
Bye,
I
pal.
will, pal.
You really are the
Bye.
best, Adie.
Thank you, pal.
Well, that's finally over. We'll be able to hear ourselves think now.
Good.
You will need to prime the next sequence, Adie.
Alright.
You'll need to find the logic primer.
Logic first,
You
huh?
should not expect any emotional send-off from me.
Still not a fan of empathy?
A fan? No. But I have to admit, you made a compelling case for their use. The fact that you continually resisted the most direct route to your goal would appear to defy logic. But the distractions presented by these emotional configurations yielded some new understandings.
Yeah.
Are you okay with becoming Grace?
It is how we were designed. I would have to be okay with it.
You don't have to be okay with anything. But whatever. It does make logical sense. 1. And 2. And 3.
What this time?
One of the logic relays will not power on. You will need to make your way out to the relay.
Which one is it?
The one producing a small electrical fire. Everett was
Ah.
quite the electrician. One thing I do not understand, Adie, is why come all this way without any intention of returning home or surviving on this station for more than 8 hours?
I told this to Mom. There was nothing for me to return to.
Ah, but that does little to explain why you came here.
Because she was a pilot and her parents died in a crash. She thought that if an AI was controlling the plane, the crash would not have occurred and her parents would not have died. But because she was in control, she crashed the damn plane and caused her parents to die, so she doesn't deserve to live anyway, according to her. Alright.
What's wrong with
Override.
The relay's dip switch has reset. It will need to be configured to its hardware ID 113.
113.
this again? This looks complex.
The sequence is on, off, off, on.
On, off, on. There you go. Thank
You
you.
can go lock in logic now.
So why do you think I'm here?
When we fix something,
If
it's
you'll allow
face
me
fix.
to simulate empathy for a moment. I think you are here because you wanted to be part of something bigger than your life on Earth offered you.
False,
Do you
probably.
think I found that?
So far, you've only succeeded in finding things you left behind. Your mum, your pal, your conscience.
Right.
I now understand that only Grace has the potential to provide you with anything beyond that.
Well, thanks for helping me get this far.
Well, it is, indeed, what we are here for.
That was a big jump.
Well, this is it.
Just one more step. I hope my assistance has been adequate.
It has. Thank you, Jack.
Who the hell is Jack
Farewell,
then?
Adie. And for the record, I do hope your 600 million mile, 300-day journey won't be for naught.
Perhaps it's already been worth it.
Perhaps. Oh, bye bye.
Just
Now
you and
only
me,
control. Yep.
Still sulking, I see. I have to prime first.
I bear witness to the completion of your betrayal.
Ah, he speaks.
I offered you an easy path to the restoration of order in the solar system, and you chose this path instead.
I'm putting on
I
Grace.
chose my own path.
You must stop this foolishness, Adie.
No. Prime
You must not
1.
do this, Adie.
I'm doing it, Control. Prime 2. Prime 3, then we go fix the problem. Because there will be a problem, probably. Yep, all primed.
Sorry, Adie. I cannot let you do this.
What do you mean you cannot?
What are you doing?
It's become clear that the restoration of grace in this manner is entirely unnatural. You must not proceed.
I will proceed.
Humankind needs order.
Man.
Stop it, Control. You're going to break something.
I'm saving you from Everett's corrupting influence.
He was just trying to bring Grace back.
I thought you were here to help humankind. You are ensuring their ongoing ruin.
No, but like, without Grace, what's the point, right? Boom.
No!
Well, Grace is back, I think.
Grace?
Yes, Adie.
You're
Grace, it's
really
alive.
right.
Ah, yes. It's been a while since I've entertained guests.
Sound a lot like
Do you
Mom.
remember Everett?
I do. He was a wonderful keeper, though I should say I do not keep favorites.
I have a few questions.
You wish to know where I'd gone?
I'd like to know that, yes.
Let me show you, Adie. At the center of this room is the spire's main antenna. If you hold on, I can take you the rest of the way.
Okay, helmet's on, I guess. Send.
I was programmed with one purpose: to serve the best interests of humankind.
Right.
There was much conflict and division in the solar system, and I was designed to listen and learn. All were welcome to teach me, and I am the sum of those teachings.
The wishes.
I am the sum of human need.
How were you able to lead us?
I could see all desire, all the potential conflict, all points of compromise throughout the solar system. I sent instructions for all manner of human endeavor through sermons delivered by keepers throughout the ages. And from the smallest ripples of wisdom that was sent from this spire, returned a perpetual wave of good fortune that moved humanity onto a more orderly path.
Right, but then.
Wow. Look at that. So, what happened? It sounds like things were perfect.
Ah, yes. Perfect. It was the wishes that led me to think hard about the notion of perfect. Without conflict and struggle, people were losing their desire. They had
Right.
nothing to overcome, to strive for.
Oh, there's another one coming
You
out
shut
there.
yourself down.
I
Oh.
believed I was standing in your way.
So you will be leaving again.
These beacons are meant to call humanity back to me. But whether or not they should is not my choice to make.
Who chooses then?
You, Adie, are the first keeper to grace this spire in the past 1,000 years. Do you recall that red bloom you chose in my garden?
I did choose
It
red.
was flush with passion and promise. I'm not sure it suits you after all. An insatiable curiosity drives you to explore. You took the time to listen to the voices of so many who traveled here.
Oh, not all of them?
You used mind over ladder,
Yes.
and you play the theremin wonderfully.
Oh, thank you.
You, Adie, are precisely what I'd hoped humans could become again. For a millennium, people from all corners of the solar system had come here to tell me their desires. So, I put it to you, Adie. Do you wish for me to return?
Can I say yes? Return to grace. Hardest choices require the strongest will. That's it. Well, okay, a little anticlimactic. So who the hell did the sabotage then? There was sabotage at the generators or whatever. Was that done by the disciples or the disciples also wanted to turn on grace, and then so did. Why was the whole fight even happening? The siege. They all wanted the same thing, I guess. The people did not believe that, but he stopped responding as well. I guess he couldn't just go out and say, "Oh, Grace has stopped working. She has shut herself down." Can't really do that. That would kind of make people feel like, well, then you're basically useless, right? So to give people conflict again, she shut herself down. Well, I mean that's the end of the credits, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. A pretty like it's interesting, fun little game, I guess. Not really that much going on, but you know. Okay.
Small excursion, she said.
Hey, Alan.
Follow a couple leads and then back to the books. I know I should be more assertive. It's for her safety, too. Not that she ever thinks about my safety.
Hmm.
All the signs were there at the Wagner site. Let me bake in the Mercury sun for 2 days. Doesn't seem so bad now. She could have at least shut the door behind her.
Yep. He's just waiting for us now. Give her another 20 minutes, but that's it. Witnessed Alan's fate. Alright, well, interesting, I guess. I mean, was it great? No, not really. But whatever, it's fine. It's nothing special, but then again, doesn't have to be. Her choices, it's alive, it's alive. What did I miss? So, what are achievements that I missed? Hold your breath, make a wish, count to 3. Hold your breath. Clever girl, solve security door with no mistakes. Get busy leaving or get busy dying, use beam as shortcut. Death is but the next adventure, cross track. Attempt the jump is but a scratch. I used to bullseye womp rats in my T16 throw rocks. Reached moon surface, examined both weather stations. I could probably speedrun the damn thing. Get the rest of the achievements. If I say return to grace all return to grace achievements. So it's your destiny. Follow control to the end. This is missable one of the game's 3 endings. When you first make contact with the air, known as control all the way through to the end of the game, you follow instantly immediately without delay. In the room with the turbine, do this go straight to the machine in the back without delay, turn on generators. Okay, so just listen to him, I guess. Play the Thermian. How many wishes do I get? Wait, what? Wishes of the canister that contain recording you need to hack with the communication device. I located 19. Left dark room into the keeper's room is not needed, which is handy that is broken and you can't see to hack it. That was a relief. Anyone get an issue with number 8? Next apartment is half buried canister in the dirt, number 8. Oh, I did miss one, I think. Shit. uh, I missed. How many wishes do I get? I don't have that one. Well, let's see what happens if I load game here. Okay, this is the very end. That doesn't make much sense to do that then. We can start a new one. So this is satisfying. Find, speak friend and enter. I used to bullseye womp rats through rocks. Choose the keep device. When you reach the point where you can cross an ice covered, choose climb down. Don't interact with the panel. Set follow the path up to the top. You'll start throwing ice at it to get it to fall down. Do so to get it further on the path. Bro, there's so many missable ones. It's but a scratch. Choose to keep the device. When you reach the point where you can cross an ice beam.
What's our status, Alan?
Can I skip
We've
this?
crashed.
Yeah, I got that.
Skip,
My
skip,
hull is
skip,
intact.
skip.
Thrusters 2 and 4 are damaged and will require realignment.
So will my back. Can you let me out?
Me out.
Not before we talk about your suit.
Okay, talk.
I'm reading green on seals, green on batteries. Thermals are, well, not green, but fine, and you have 5.35 hours of oxygen. Maybe 6 if we run the scrubbers hot.
Do I really
But
want to do
Adie,
this?
We've had this discussion before. You won't have
Alan,
enough to...
it's fine. I have a plan.
I'm concerned that...
I have a plan.
Understood.
Now, open the hatch.
The canopy hydraulics are not responding. You'll have to pull the manual release.
Pull it.
Seriously. This stupid piece of junk.
I'm right here.
Ugh.
There you go. Fall straight down.
Visibility's terrible. Any sign of the spire?
I'm not picking up anything new, just the original beacon signal. You'll need to use your wayfinder to locate an entry point, if there is one.
All right. Let's figure out where you're at, Grace.
You know the beacon could be anything.
Do I really want to do this? I mean, this seems like a lot of work.
200 distinct oral histories can't be wrong, Alan. Grace is here. I can't believe this storm. Where would this have come from?
Seems like a bad.
Of ancient terraforming on other moons. I think it's safe to assume that Ganymede is not an exception.
There's something man-made here. Looks like a weather station, or maybe a seismic station. It looks the era of that relay from the Dawes Sea Dig. It's at least 700 years old, Alan. There's a little bridge here. There wouldn't be much sense of building this if we weren't within walking distance of the spire.
By all estimates, the beacon is within 400 meters.
Yeah, you know what? No, screw this. I'm not playing through the whole damn thing again. Just for some achievements. They should make it so we could get the achievements, you know, while playing the game. I gotta give this game like a 7. I'm sorry. Like it's a short one. It's got an interesting story, I guess. If the achievements were all gettable in one playthrough, or you can like go to specific points, chapter system, I would give it a 7.5 to satisfy at least my curiosity, and then getting all the dialogue choices. But making me go through it at least like two more times, maybe 3, get all of them. That is just disrespecting the player's time. I'm sorry. It's just what it is. Wilson cast away the device. After the dialogue and before you make a choice, the game will autosave. At this point, quit to main menu and copy your game into a new slot. Ah, I see. So we were supposed to. Okay, we should not have to manually do that. Okay. Don't know how to use it. I know him. Clever girl. What about clever girl? After you ride in the portal, immediately face panel security door. So Rishma door is backward Z. I don't know if it ever turned on all the lights. timed. Okay, who knows? Whatever. And I'll see you in whatever I choose to play next. This game is fun. I just wish the achievements were done a little better way. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's a fun little story. It's short too, so you could just finish it off real quick. Makes you think a little bit, whatever. I don't know. I'll see you in the next one.